Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today I have another candle haul for you guys, but obviously what's new, of course, is going to be a candle haul. So I stopped at Nordstrom's a couple weeks ago because the Diptyque candles, the holiday collection was previewed for a limited time, and I decided because I was afraid that this particular candle is going to sell out. I didn't want to miss my opportunity to get it because it's one of my it's a really good fragrance. I love burning it year round. So I figured why not just take a trip to Nordstrom, browse around and do a little bit of shopping. So I did grab 5 candles. Two of them are the same, but I definitely think you guys are going to be interested. If you are a fan of Diptyque, definitely stay tuned because I am going to save the 2 holiday Diptyque candles for last, even though those are the same ones, just different formats. So let's go ahead and jump into the Jo Malone candle because I have only one of those. It was the only one I was really interested in. That is the Orange Bitters. I don't know if you can see that. I think my my ring light is too bright, but that is Orange Bitters. And I love Jo Malone, but what is up with all of the bows? Like, let's get that off of there. We don't need the bow. There's a bow on the box, a bow on the candle, a bow on the bag. No, we don't need all that. So Orange Bitters reads, set a sensual atmosphere with a luscious scent inspired by a winter's cocktail, juicy sweet orange and a splash of bitter orange on a base of rich sandalwood. Crafted in the British countryside in a limited edition seasonal design, burn time approximate 45 hours. There is a lid, of course, which you just see me remove. The total approximate dimensions are 9.3 centimeters. The fill weight is 200 grams. This is the standard home size candle. So I really love this scent. You could definitely smell the bitter orange and it almost verges on like the grapefruit candle. So what I mean by that is it's not a dupe of the grapefruit candle at all. It just has a little bit of a hint of that grapefruit right off the top, but I think that's going to add to that citrusy kind of that orange that's in there. Because sometimes orange in a candle can fall a little flat, and a trick to spruce it back up is to add a bit of grapefruit to it, and it'll shine. The orange will shine back out, and you won't really, you'll be happy. So I don't really smell any boozy notes to this. To me, actually, you know what? The more I smell it, this is my first impression. So it starts off bitter and then you start to warm it up and it gets a little sweeter. There is some musk in there. It's not mentioned, but I smell like a light hint of like a musk, which turns this scent back into like a perfumey a personal kind of scent. So I really like this. I've never burned this one. I am excited to get this one going. This will definitely be a repurchase for me if I love it, which I typically do like a lot of Jo Malone candles. They typically have good throw. So let's get that one out of the way. So the next one it's one of my favorites. I usually go through several of this scent in the standard size, the classic size, the 190 gram size. Oh, I forgot to mention, the Jo Malone candle is $82 before taxes. So the next candle, like I said, it's one of my favorites. I'm a huge floral fan. I burn them year round, especially rose. Rose is my weakness. If there's a rose candle out there, more than likely I own it, and I probably love it. So this one, I figured, why not go ahead and just get the biggest one they offer because, like I said, I go through so many of the smaller ones that this one is actually a bit of a discount. I believe if I did the math, there's about, this is 51.3 ounces. It's close to 7 of the standard size, or the standard size candles, which is 190 grams or 6.5 ounces. So it really works out to saving a little bit of money. Now they do say this burns for about 120 hours, but I think Diptyque is just really being modest with that burn time because I get a lot more than that from this size candle. So this is the roses, and it's one of my absolute favorite scents. They are massive. So it is the pink jar, the pink container. It is a 5-wick candle. You can see the wicks there. So Roses reads, a bouquet of fresh flowers blooming in deepest winter. For the first time, the rose-scented candle is available in a large format. Its porcelain vessel, stamped with the oval of the maison, is an invitation to make the luminous ritual last. Gradually, the air fills with fresh flowery notes, a tribute to a timeless emblem. So I am a huge, I also grow roses. I have close to 24 rose bushes that provide me with some of the most beautiful blooms and fragrances. This reminds me of just sitting out in my rose garden, tending to it, deadheading, propagating, and, you know, fertilizing. It doesn't smell like fertilizer, it does not. But this, you could smell the rose petals, you could smell the green stem and the leaves. This is probably one of the most authentic rose-scented candles, next to Yankee Candle's Fresh Cut Roses, which I absolutely do love. That one I do get good scent throw from it, and I will buy 6 to 8 of those a year. I know, it's crazy, but I burn them year round. So what I like about this is that the container is not a bright pink, but it's more of a soft pink. It's like a bubblegum pink, actually. It looks a little different in person than it does on camera, but it's still a close representation for the color. Now, what I liked about the pink is it adds a little bit of color to my decor because I'm one of those people, I do not decorate with a lot of color. I prefer black, white, silver, gray, and I definitely think this will look great sitting in my living room on the coffee table, or on the credenza in the kitchen, or I mean the dining room. So the next one is the amber. Now these candles are the roses, and the amber they cost $430 before taxes. I did not pay that much. I shop at Nordstrom's pretty regularly, so I earned the rewards vouchers. They're $10 for every $1,000 spent, or something like that. I don't really remember how their points are. If you have a Nordstrom's card, you get 2 points per dollar. And then if you're certain icon status, like there's icon, influencer, I'm at icon, so I earn a lot more of the vouchers, or a lot of points per dollar to earn the vouchers a little bit faster. There's also a lot of great perks that come along with that. So this one is the 5-wick amber. Now this box is the hat box from 2021, I believe, is when they originally released the amber in the 5-wick. So the box that this will come in, if you order it now, it's not going to have the gold metallic finish. It's going to look like the Roses box did, where it's just black and white. So the original container of the amber candle it matches closely to the metallic foil on the front, and it was beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. I have it actually right here. So here's the original one. So you could see the color. It's a deep amber color. It is gorgeous. It burns pretty clean. I have not had any issues with it whatsoever. The throw is also fantastic on that 5-wick amber. So that candle originally came in this box, but I threw that box away because I didn't like it. This looks fancier, it looks better. So what I like about the candle is the scent remained the same, but they did change the color of the container, and I almost didn't buy it, but I figured it's one of my favorite scents from the brand. So here is the new look of the amber. It looks a little more mustardy yellow on video, but in person it's a little bit more brown or ambery than that. The scent notes for amber reads: an exquisite avenue of woods, vetiver and patchouli elevated by notes of spice, rock rose, and tonka bean. An immense treasure chest. This ceramic jar holds globes of intoxicating amber. They wait patiently for their secret to be revealed once the candle's 5 wicks are lit. I actually really like that. I did chuckle a little bit, but again, it is 5 wicks. This is just a beautiful amber scent. It's very woodsy. I definitely get a hint of vetiver and a trace amount of patchouli. Now the patchouli isn't that dirty, kind of like gross, heavy patchouli that a lot of people dislike. However, I love that heavy, dank patchouli. The deeper, the better. I love it. This is not like that. The patchouli in it is very muted. It's very soft, and it's not aggressive. It balances out the vetiver and the amber and the woody notes. So, like I said, this one, I'm really disappointed that they changed the container, because this one just looks better, in my opinion, than this one. But you know what? I'm gonna be okay with it. I have no other choice. It's a scent I love, and I will probably buy another one and in a couple years, because this one, I've been burning it on a regular basis since 2021 when I originally purchased it, and it's still, the wax level is still about right here, and they're about filled up to about right here, so they're not filled all the way. The next ones, and like I said, this and the roses were $430 before taxes. Now, we're going to start with the smallest one. This is the sapon. This is the pine tree candle. Now, this size is $84. It does come with a gold lid. I'm not going to open this one because this is actually a gift for a really dear friend. He doesn't watch the channel, so he doesn't actually have YouTube, so he's never going to know. Oh, it smells incredible, and you could smell it through the box. When I put the bags in my car on my way home from Nordstrom's, the entire car just smelled amazing. So the last candle I grabbed is the 5-wick pine tree. So again, this comes in the beautiful metallic, the foiled label. And what's nice about the holiday limited edition 5 wicks is they will come with this beautiful foiled oval. But what's nice is They also come, put the candles come in a dust bag in the box, which I think is just, it's awesome because I love to use the dust bags for traveling. I will put toiletries in them, blow dryers, hair dryers, whatever I need. Shoes are another great option. But this one, I had to have this in this size because the container is absolutely gorgeous. And this size every year will fill up a very large space in my home. And because I opt for artificial Christmas trees, because I do have 2 cats and they do like to bite the trees, real trees. So we do artificial trees, and I have a feeling that this one will remind me of having the real trees. Now, does it smell exactly like a pine tree? Of course not. It's Diptyque. They elevate it. So the scent notes for this one reads, the enveloping scent of fresh pine needles and resin. This limited edition satin pine tree candle comes decorated with a golden lid and a label crafted in felt. That was the description for this one. This box is, when you open the candle, the oval label is felt. It's a beautiful candle. This one is, like I said, it was a preview, so Diptyque launched them in the boutiques for a few days, and then Nordstrom's, Saks Fifth Avenue, and other departments, so high-end department stores like that, also got a small preview of them. So when I seen Nordstrom's had it, I had to go because I was afraid they were going to sell out because a lot of people were grabbing them up. Diptyque did say they will re-release this size on November 7th, along with a few other things. So I did not really care for the other holiday scents. I typically don't. This year I knew I only wanted the pine tree candle because this container is just, it's stunning. It's a beautiful green, but there are like some gold flecks in it, a little bit of white. It looks like you could see the wax through it, but you can't. It is an opaque ceramic jar or container. This is the this is the label. It's a little bit different from the other ones. As you usually know, there's the scent name in there. But this one, I love this label, this container with this oval because it's different, it's unique. And I personally love their incense burner on their boxes and the packaging. And I'm really excited that they actually have a candle with that on there. Now, in some boutiques across the world, they do have the big 5-wood containers that are with this very similar label, or this logo, I mean, with the incense burner that you could actually have customized. So that's awesome. So the notes in this are Siberian pine, resin, cedar, and patchouli. It's definitely pine. You absolutely get some cedar, and the cedar is maybe like a smoked cedar. It's not a smoky candle. It's not going to smell like you're burning wood. It just has a nice smoke quality to the cedar. Now, I do get some of that pine sap. You know when you grab like a pine cone, or you grab a branch of the pine tree as it's releasing its sap, you get that quality of it, of the scent. And then right above that, you have a really nice fresh note. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's very clean. Now, this will not smell like this scent does not smell like a cleaning product like a lot of people will say pine scents do. This one does not. It does not remind me of any type of pine salt. It does not remind me of any kind of cleansers. But it is beautiful. I cannot wait to light this one up. I'm going to light it up as soon as I'm done with the video, so that way if anybody else is interested in it, there will actually be at least one review out there, because I searched, and even today I searched again, there's no reviews for this. So I figured I have it, why not help out other people who might be interested in it, and maybe I could help them make up their minds by the 7th to see if they actually want it. Now, my sales associate did include a ton of samples. I left the bag upstairs, but he included a little amber candle and a little santal candle, and then about 8 different personal care samples. There was a hair and body oil, little body cream, and several perfume samples. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I did want to go over the price for this one before I forgot. The limited edition ones are always a few dollars more than the everyday core collection. And that's because I believe it's just the for the metallic label. I really don't care either way. I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna love it. Chances are the boxes get thrown once the candles are finished, because I actually use these around the house. I have the beige one, the big black one, in my kitchen. It holds cooking utensils, spatulas, wooden spoons, and stuff like that. So one thing I do want to say is, on this size candle, when you first burn it, you absolutely want to, light all 5 wicks, because if you don't, it can possibly tunnel. Now, when it does burn down, it will pull out very fast. So where the wax level is now, I could get a complete pull in about an hour. So I wanted to slow that down. So once it gets to about halfway, I will actually eliminate lighting the middle wick, and I will just light the 4 wicks around it. Now, if I want to just get the candle pulled out, I will light the middle, but typically I don't. So thank you guys again for watching. If you guys have any questions, comments, please drop them down below in the comment section. Until next time, or in about later on tonight, you guys are going to see the large 5 wicks up on candle burning in action. Until then, have a good one.